So you've just enlisted in the Marine Corps and you selected that you want to be infantry. What is your pipeline going to look like? Let's discuss that. Hey, I'm C-Wire with the C-Wire Nation. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe, and let's throw a frag out and let's get into this. So, just give you a quick background on me. I am a prior 09-0331 infantry machine gunner and a prior 09-13 infantry combat instructor. I was a combat instructor at School of Infantry East, which is located down in Jacksonville, North Carolina, about maybe 20 minutes from Camp Lejeune. I was there from 2010 to 2013. All right, so what's your pipeline going to look like? Well, very simple. You're going to go do your 13 weeks of boot camp. You're going to graduate, hopefully. You'll come home, do your week of what they call boot leave, and then you're going to report down to Camp Geiger at School of Infantry. All right? And then you're going to get assigned to a training company. Now, this is going to vary depending on what MOS you are. If you're a non-infantry MOS, you will go to MCT, which is Marine Combat Training Battalion. If you are an infantry MOS, you'll be at ITB, Infantry Training Battalion. So that's what we're going to focus on, ITB side of the house. Back when I was an instructor, the training pipeline was 8 weeks. They have increased that by a month. So they've extended the curriculum. So you're going to get a lot more training than what we were given the recruits. Oh, God, it was probably almost 12 years ago since I was there. So you're going to get some really good training. You'll have the option of getting selected as an 0311, which is rifleman, 0331, which I was machine gunner, 0341, mortars, 0352, anti-tank missile man. So this is what will be available to you as you go through. So what's it going to look like? All right, so your first 4 weeks is going to be basically what we called common skills. Common skills is everything that a basic infantryman should know. So you're going to get a lot of patrolling. So all that stuff that you did in BWT and boot camp, like crossing a danger area and all the little fire maneuver stuff that they did in boot camp, you're going to get a lot more of that and much more in depth in common skills. You're going to throw your first live hand grenade. Don't be scared. It's not as scary as it sounds. All you got to do is get it over the wall towards the stick. You'll see a stick that you got to throw that grenade towards. You do that, you'll be fine. You're going to do a lot of fire maneuver, a lot of live fire ranges, firing live fire as you're moving, and other sorts of room clearing. You'll do military and operations on urban terrain, which they'll take you into like a little town to do some training in. So that's what your pipeline is going to look like for about the first month, common skills. Now, after that, you'll split off into your respective MOSs, okay? So if you're a rifleman, you're going to go back to the classrooms for a little bit, learn a few additional things, then you guys will pretty much be out in the field for the rest of the time doing rifleman stuff. For the mortars and machine gunners and the missile men, you'll be in the classroom mostly, getting all your instruction until it's time to go out to the range to qualify on the specific weapon system. With machine guns, because I could tell you this because I was a machine gun instructor, you'll be out to the range 3 times. So you'll learn the 249, which used to be called the SAW, which is a light machine gun, and the M240 Bravo, which is the medium machine gun 7.62 millimeter. You'll fire those on the same range. You'll learn about those within the first week. Your second week, you'll roll into the 50 cal. You'll learn that, get tested out, then you'll go to your 50 cal range, and then finally the last weapon system you'll learn as a 31 is the Mark 19 40 millimeter grenade machine gun, and then you'll go out and shoot that. And the same thing will be for mortars. You'll do the 60 and then the 81, respectively. And that's what you guys will do. Another thing you're going to learn at SOI is TCCC, which is Advanced First Aid, Tactical Casualty Combat Care is what that stands for. A lot of good stuff, how to save yourself and your buddies should the need arise. So what do you need to do in the process prior to shipping to boot camp and then graduating that and going to SOI? Listen, fellas, I'm going to tell you right now, working out, you got to be working out. Get in the gym, start lifting weights. Work on your cardio, get those run times up. Work on your core strength. Core strength is going to be a big thing because you're going to do ruck marches in boot camp, but it's going to be a much lighter weight than what you're going to get at SOI. The weight's going to go up once you hit infantry training. So you really want to make sure that your body's conditioned. And boot camp does a pretty good job with this, giving you a good platform to start with once you get to SOI. So I highly recommend all of you, once you graduate boot camp, you're going for the 10 days, PT, PT, PT every day. I cannot stress this enough. Do not let your PT go to the wayside, because if you go down to SOI and you let your PT slip, they're going to know. Because the first thing you're going to do is a PFT before you start training. And you don't want your PT to look like dog shit. So keep up on that. So at the end of SOI, you'll do a culminating event where the whole company goes out and does one big, massive like field exercise, and they'll have you do various things. The machine gunners will have their task where they have to occupy an area and then provide suppressing fire onto an objective using blanks, while the 11s maneuver up and then everyone has to shift fire. I don't want to get too much into that. You'll see that when you get down there. Basically, by the time you graduate, you're going to be a fully trained basic infantryman. And I'm going to tell you something that you got to keep in mind. Brilliance in the basics. Remember that. You're going to get a book. That's going to be your knowledge book. Study that book. Become a student of that book that they give you. Constantly refer to that. Constantly study that, because all the basics in there will carry you all throughout your infantry career. If you can master the basics, you will go far. Okay? Now, also down there, they have Advanced Infantry Training Battalion. Now, that's for after you graduate and you've been with your unit, they send you on to follow on schooling within your respective MOS. We have Advanced Squad Leaders course, which is an absolutely great leadership course. You learn a lot of great high-speed things in there, and all the infantry MOSs can go to that. Then you have Advanced Machine Gun Leaders course, which is for advanced machine gunnery. Advanced Mortar Leaders and the Missile Men also have theirs as well. But that's for after. So after you graduate, most people on the East Coast will go to East Coast units, meaning you're just going to go 20 minutes back across the river in the other direction to Camp Lejeune. You'll either end up in 8th Marines, 2nd Marines, or 6th Marines in one of those respective battalions contained in there. I was 1st Battalion, 2nd Marines. I could tell you actually the day that I graduated SOI as a private was June 10th of 2005. And I was assigned to Weapons Company in 1-2. Okay? So those are the places you can end up. And if you're on the West Coast, you'll most likely go to a West Coast unit. All in all, you're going to get great training. Don't stress about it. Just PT before you go to boot camp. Get strong, work on your cardio, because if you go down there with a good baseline, the drill instructors are going to build on that. Okay? Then when you get to SOI, us combat instructors are going to give you so much more. And I'm going to tell you, and I've been, not only myself, but also my other instructors, during that time period that I was there, a lot of us were either Iraq vets or Afghan vets, or a mixture of both, meaning that you've been to both Iraq and Afghanistan. I was just in Iraq. I didn't go to Afghanistan. I did 2 tours to Iraq. A lot of the privates down there said we were more vicious than drill instructors. And, maybe we were in a lot of ways because, we had already been there, done that, and we knew what they were getting ready to go do. So we're really hard on them. So expect that going in there, that your combat instructors may be more harsh than drill instructors. And that's not to say that drill instructors ain't harsh, because a lot of those guys were former infantry too before becoming a drill instructor. So they know exactly what the deal is. You just got to trust the process, with all the screaming that we're going to do at you and things that we're going to put in. It's all for a reason. It's to get you ready to do your job. Now, what's life in the infantry like after you graduate? Well, you'll be with your unit. You get up in the morning, obviously, go do PT, then you'll come back, you'll get a shower, and then they'll give you instructions from there what you're going to do for the day. Normally, what we did when I was in the fleet units is, for us machine gunners, we'd go up to the armory, uh, draw weapons out, and we would run gun drills in the battalion area for a few hours and go over our skills, getting the gun, what we call into action, breaking it down, displacing. The riflemen were doing little patrolling in the company area, practicing room clearing. So you'll be kept busy, and then you'll have some times where nothing much is going on, and you may be in your back room playing video games. We did that a lot. Or you'll be at the armory cleaning weapons. But life in the infantry, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I was in it for close to 10 years. I love being a grunt. I mean, what can I say? I'm a grunt through and through. I loved infantry. I loved everything about it. It's basically a culture within inside of a culture. So you got the Marine Corps culture, right? And then within that, you got the infantry culture, which is completely different from the rest of the Marine Corps. The mindset's different. The way we handle ourselves is different. It's just different. You'll have to experience it to know what I'm talking about. And you're like, oh, okay, I see what he was talking about now. All right. Well, all in all, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a little bit of insight on what to expect going into SOI. And I just want to say good luck to all of you. And please meet me down in the comments as I do read and respond. So if you have any additional questions that you would like to ask, please drop me a message in there, and I'll get back to you with that. I am currently in talks with Staff Sergeant down at my local recruiting substation. He's getting a hold of some people down at SOI for me to kind of give me an update of what the curriculum kind of holds now. So I'm most likely going to be making a follow-up video to this with some additional information for you guys. But all in all, good luck to all of you. And thank you for taking the oath of enlistment and continuing to keep everybody safe and continue on that tradition of being Marine infantry. This is C-Wire, Pop and Smoke. See ya.